Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily 9 a.m. Actually, it's 7 a.m. A little bit before time today. Every day, Monday to Friday. It's not even Friday or Monday or Tuesday. It's, Saturday. And people say there is no volatility on weekends. I mean, did you see the volatility, guys? This thing dumped down like big time. This is a daily chart. This is hourly time frame. It's right now just down minus, 9%, 12%. But, like 15 minutes ago, it was down like 25%. Some coins were down 30%. Flash crash towards downside on small time frames. Right now, 15 minutes. This is a 15 minutes chart right now. Everything is up 5%, 2%, 5%. Picking up from these bottoms. I mean, the oversold levels were so high. I have absolutely no clue what happened. Zero clue. So if you guys know what happened over here, you can fill me in. You can see up here 5 minute time, a little bit up, a little bit down. On the hourly, we are still down big time, minus 15%. What is actually happening? Why did we dump so insanely? And I was looking at the charts. I was like, this is normal. Like 25% on everything, literally everything. Of course, this is dominant chart. We're gonna come back to that. Ethereum is only down 2.7%. Bitcoin is down only 2.6%. But every single altcoin, guys, every single altcoin, this is like 25%. Alice down 17%. Mana down 16%. Sand down 7%. But you can see that it already picked up. It was down 70%, but it already picked up. This is daily time frame. It was down at most 30% down towards downside. I mean, these are glorious buying opportunity for everybody who has any kind of money, because these things pick up pretty fast. There are some oversold levels on everything right now, and we're gonna look at it. I have absolutely no idea why the dump happened. I mean, we went down a little bit on Bitcoin. It was kind of expected a little bit to move towards downside, but 30% down on literally everything. I have absolutely no idea why this happened. While everybody is sleeping, US people sell crypto. Yes, that might be true, and I was expecting a sell-off, and I was thinking we are already having a sell-off. I did not expect a flash crash, 30% down. There are a lot of people who are in fear right now because what's happening in Binance US, withdrawals, closing in US, so they need to sell their coins and get out of the market. So everybody starts selling at the same time. But it is a little bit weird timing for selling in US. I don't know. If there was any US selling, I would expect it to happen in 6 hours from now or something like that, when they start waking up or stuff like that, right? I wouldn't be expecting it, to happen in the middle of the night. I think it's middle of the night in US there right now. But the glorious dump is here above us. Tells you it's always down up 30%. I don't know what this is, because DYDX down 19% up here. Fila down 21%. Do we have anything more right now on the chart? I think everything picked up quite nicely. Optimus Prime down 70%, broke through everything, went down to 0.9. Pepe is down 20%. Of course, we are expecting Pepe to move down further. SNX down 14%, EMX down 14%, but everything was down like 20 to 30%, but right now it is picking up a little bit. Bullmark start with crashes. Exactly, I was thinking exactly the same thing. So this crash might have just been the thing that we need to pump once the supermoons come. Guys, even with this crash, I'm really relaxed, and as you can see, Bitcoin is not down 20%. Everything is down 20%. Bitcoin is not down 20%. Something is happening, but it's not happening with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Even Ethereum is only down 2.7%. Maybe it's gonna go a little bit later. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but Bitcoin is not down 20%. Everything is down 20%. Bitcoin is not down 20%. So right now we can look at dominant chart up here. And if you look at dominant chart, this on daily time frame, I'll show you on small time frames. If you remember last time we had Bitcoin daily, we were talking about this move up here, back inside the channel up here. Maybe if it gets rejected, we are gonna have an altcoin season. This wasn't rejected. This went up here and broke through the dominant chart up here towards upside. You know what? Everything dumped, Bitcoin as well, but everything dumped more than Bitcoin. That's the thing. Everything dumped more Bitcoin. So yes, Bitcoin went down, but everything went down like this over here. So this is Bitcoin, it goes down, but these are altcoins, and that's why dominant chart is going towards upside over here very nicely. So we can see definitely that Bitcoin is trying to do this move towards upside, and you know our target still stands up here at some kind of, you know, tops up here. That's 200 moving average, or was 200 moving average on the weekly time frame up here. It still is. And you know, are we gonna have this last move up here? Why is my chart doing some weird stuff up here? Let's go back to weekly chart. Are we gonna have this last move up here towards, you know, 200 moving average, towards this resistance at 50, you know, dominance at 50, and then having an altcoin season over here? That depends to be seen. I was kind of hoping that this might actually, you know, continue down here. There was some kind of optimism in altcoin season over here after this move down here. I was thinking it's gonna get rejected up here and towards downside, go back below, and we're gonna have altcoin season. Unfortunately, that is not the case right now, and right now Bitcoin is exploding towards the upside over here on dominant chart. Bitcoin up here only down 2.6%, is still in the channel towards downside, so not much is actually happening over here. So you know, it was kind of, you know, this bullish engulfing candle kind of failed a little bit, right back down again, but we didn't get a bearish engulfing candle, so we went down, we tried to hold, we're pushing it down. Yes, we're still bleeding towards downside, but there is no big support level being broken, no big support levels being broken. We're just pushing still down towards downside, so I don't see Bitcoin dropping down 20-30% for some reason just yet. Also Ethereum up here as well, pushing towards downside. I don't know if this is breaking back below this level over here, but it doesn't seem to be that problematic. The problematic stuff is on everything else, guys. And if you look, it doesn't matter what you pick right now, you can look at the RSI. Let's just look at the RSI, not these other you know, let's just look at the RSIs right now. And over here RSI on this on the daily time frame right now sitting at 24 on the RSI on the daily. This is AVAX. Let's look at APE. APE is sitting down at APE is, what am I clicking up here? APE is sitting down at 24. Let's look at Solana up here. Sorry, that was not APE. Solana is sitting at 24 as well. APE is sitting down here at 27. Cardano is sitting at you know, 17 on the RSI. Matic up here right now sitting at didn't even pop up here, 17 as well. So RSI is definitely very low. Just because something is low does not mean that it's oversold, guys. It does not mean that it needs to, you know, stop the dump and, you know, continue towards upside up here. That does not mean that. But we have other indicators up here, that are telling us that oversold levels are extreme. This is the Tether chart since 2021, May 2021. These are oversold levels right now. You can see that we are extremely oversold levels right now. These things do not happen often, guys. These are, you know, generational wealth dumps. Generational wealth dumps, and they do happen from time to time. And on the weekly time frame up here, you'll see right now that these are, let's find another poll, because this on KuCoin. Let's see Polygon, let's see Matic on another chart. This is on KuCoin. Let's see Tether, because we have more that you'll see up here right now that these oversold level, these are weekly oversold level. I mean, these things over here, I mean, this can actually go even lower down here, but it's already very low. It's already below 200 moving average up here towards downside up here. It's pushing back very hard. So we are getting, if this is not, you know, a secondary capitulation for the altcoins, I don't know what is. So everything is definitely pushing down big time up here. Let's see Chili's up here. Someone is mentioning Chili's. This on the weekly time frame up here. Let me see the RSI on the Chili's up here. Chili's RSI on, no, sorry, this is daily time frame. It's sitting up at 15, man. Everything, you know, these oversold levels right now are so low. It's extreme. Weekly right now, we are coming to weekly, you know, weekly 29 level. This on Chili's right now. We are looking at Chili's. You can see these bottoms down here for Chili's, these bottoms down, the oversold bottoms. Right now we are coming to those levels. These levels don't happen often since January 2022, so almost a year and a half. Only 4 times we get these kind of levels. What happened? Why this huge dump? I still don't know why the huge dump. I was trying to figure it out. I don't know. The Twitter is not saying to me anything, you know. Let's go to Twitter up here. Twitter. The Twitter is not actually being very you know, helpful right now. In that case, just to, and was still awake, Kevin stayed up this late before, blah blah blah. They're causing altcoins over the next 6 months, blah blah blah. But I don't have anything. Like, let's just search, you know, crypto. Let's just search crypto and just latest, and just see what people are saying. They're more like one, blah blah blah. 328 assets will liquidate previous 24 hours, in which 31.67 were shorts, blah blah blah. Spot margin replying. I don't know this event. I absolutely no clue why this happened. Let's go to crypto panic. Do we have any kind of news outside right now? Top news: Swiss versus Bitcoin chart hits explosive rally. Let's say all news 24 minutes. Ethereum support to resist USDC issuer Circle to proceed with its public listing plans. VIX versus Bitcoin, other Solmatic tank 10%, nothing much. XRP option. There are actually no news. This was just, you know, the dump to get out the, you know, the long positions. If this isn't the long position liquefier, I don't know what it is. It's already picking back up. So there is that. Let's see what people say in chat. When that's how I do, man. My portfolio went ploop by Matic. Now my portfolio is showing you. How's everybody else doing? Tron, BNB and ARB holding strong. I don't know. I wouldn't say that they are holding strong. Let me see BNB, man. Let me see BNB. BNB is, yeah, BNB is actually holding. There are a couple of coins that are actually holding. It is down. Let's go to the daily time frame. But you know, BNB has been dumping a lot. So today it's only down. It was only down 11%. So you know, that's good. You know, BNB, that's good. There are two other coins that are actually not down that much for today. One of these coins is XRP. XRP, it was only down like 8%. Look, everything is down 30%, but XRP is down 8%. And the other coin is right now on the day is that did not dump much today was Tron. Tron also did not dump much, 8%. But yes, we have had other, you know, the previous dumps on these coins as well, except XRP up here. But you know, BNB has been dumping a lot, you know, lately. So you know, this last dump up here was kind of just catching up to everything. I don't know other, yeah, Ilvi was also one of these other coins. So guys, check this out. Ilvi did not dump 20%. This is daily time frame. Ilvi only dumped 6%. So you know, does this mean that Ilvium is a good coin or not? I don't know, because Gala dumped 20%. I think Super dumped also big time towards downside up here, 18%, something like that. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. No, only 14%. So some of these coins, you know, and maybe we can actually draw some conclusions that maybe, just maybe, these coins that did not dump 20-30%, maybe those are the good coins. I don't know how you're gonna find good and bad coins, but you know, look at the charts, look at the coins. If it did not dump down 20-30%, maybe, just maybe, there is a small chance a good coin. There is something, you know, bullish about that coin. Maybe, just maybe. I think I caught the very bottom. Good, you know, catching the bottoms, very nice. Hope his local bottom, will see. Nasty, yeah, very, very nasty. A lot of people got scared. Panic selling. Do we have a fear and greed index right now telling us anything right now? Fear and greed. I mean, fear and greed Bitcoin. And this is from yesterday, so this is not updated. So right, you know, yesterday it was 46, it was unusual, but I would assume it's down at 20 right now, something like that. I mean, there is huge amount of fear right now. People are waking up to see their blood, you know, portfolios down like big time. I mean, you know, the fact that this happened on a Saturday, the fact that this happened during the morning hours. The fact that this happened when, you know, US is sleeping, at least I think they're sleeping, most of them are sleeping, right? The reason you know, and these kind of indications tell me that this is some kind of liquidation dump, you know, to drop the market and to, you know, get out everybody. You know, some kind of, you know, flush of the markets, you know, because in the middle of the night, like, you know, and I haven't seen any kind of news or anything like that. Yes, we do have Binance US, you know, they're closing withdrawals and stuff like that, and there is a tank in Binance US, but Binance US is not Binance. There is, you know, bigger Binance all over the world, and this is gonna take a while, but they're using this FUD for everything it's worth. So there are definitely people in US right now trying to sell their coins, get out of Binance, you know, before they stop withdrawals and try, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, there is definitely selling going on, but the dump was majestic. Bull market start crashes. Yeah, bull market start crashes. Who else is in here? Christopher Morning, wait, start today. I'm buying. Yeah, Christo is buying. All I hear is beep, beep, beep on the dump truck. You look 15 years younger. Yeah, not the look I was going for, man. I'm trying to have that, you know, because, you know, 50 years younger on YouTube in crypto markets does not help you, man. I want to look old, you know, old and wise. you know, and then people will, you know, listen to me. I'm like, who's gonna listen to this face, man? Nobody's listening to this face. What happened? Why is this huge dump? I don't know. Nobody knows what's happening right now. I mean, there will come, you know, news and, you know, reasons for why we had this huge dump. Somebody sold something, you know, this, that, and that's why we had you know, they're trying to explain, but I don't know. Robin delisting many alts announced today. Yeah, Robin also delisting, so they're trying to get out of the alts, and everything is paired with each other, and everything dumps down at the same time. And this is just how the markets work. It will get worse next week when Fed tried to crash the market. They already tried to crash. Gary told Robinson to do this crypto, just wait for selling to stop and then enter. Yeah, so I think right now what we are going through is because, you know, we have this Binance US, you know, FUD going on, and a lot of people are scared, and a lot of people are selling, getting out of the Binance. So number one, they have either, you know, take the coins and sell the coins, but oftentimes they just, you know, first they sell the coins into dollars or Tether or something like that, and then they, you know, take the money out, right? The other thing right now is that there is also selling on Robinhood against these coins that are Cardano, you know, Polygon, and some other ones, right? Sand. So I think the selling is very, very deep and hard now. There is a lot of FUD going on. There is a perfect opportunity to dump, you know, to dump all of the altcoins, and they did dump all of the altcoins. The big question is this peak fear? Because we are expecting peak fear, you know, to happen, and when peak fear happens, you cannot dump. You can dump only only so much in a short period of time. You cannot go to zero. I mean, it is very, very hard to immediately go down to zero, right? It is very hard to immediately go down to zero, because if you go down to zero on one move, there will be somebody buying it to come right back up, because people do not know what the real price is. This is what we call price discovery, right? Price goes down. We have some moving averages over here. We got some moving average. This is top of the moving average, this is bottom of the moving average. We have some moving averages, and price is right now pushing down of these moving averages, right? When price get extended, we call that extensions, and these extensions always pull back into price, because market thinks that this is the, you know, this is the what price should be. Right now it's overextended. Oftentimes it's because of the fear, panic, overselling, overextensions, unrealistic expectations, and, you know, price oftentimes pulls back into these levels, and then maybe continue down when they figure out, yeah, maybe you should go a little bit lower. But it doesn't go on one move down and goes like this sideways. It doesn't do L-shaped moves. Very, very little coins do L-shaped moves. FTX was one of them. Luna was another. You know, these L-shaped moves do not happen very often, but when they do happen, it's pretty much over. Now, unless L-shaped moves happens on right now on all of the altcoin charts, it will probably do something like this over here, or it's probably pick up, or, you know, there will be something's happening, right? And you can see right now that, you know, altcoins are already picking up. Yes, Bitcoin is going down even more, 3% right now towards the downside. We can go to the small time frames and see what's happening in the small time frames up here right now. You'll see that, you know, we have been going towards downside. There are definitely some kind of channels up here. Really, don't mind the channels, you know, and what I've been, you know, writing up here. I don't know, this Pelcher contract. It is pushing down. We can go on small time frames like 5 minutes up here. It's still pushing towards downside over here. When the dumping is gonna be done depends. This is a big move. It looks like a distortion pattern up here towards downside. We'll see if this pushes out down here again. That might be also very bad. But altcoins are definitely, you know, been, you know, hitting some kind of overextended, you know, move up here, and these are never nice moves. So I'm thinking there will be another, you know, flush down before we actually move towards the downside. I think that might be the case, because you can see this is actually a quite bearish move. Oftentimes V-shaped patterns do stuff like this. Up here, go up here, you go very fast up here, and then do the shoe pattern up here towards upside. But these kind of, you know, these curvatures up here, these are actually bearish curvatures. So a lot of people bought this dip down here right now, and they're buying, but the bearish curvature is still increasing, and I think we might have another move towards downside before we have this, you know, this legendary move towards upside. I don't know. I mean, it could definitely be some kind of bottom as well. I just don't like the curvatures. You know, when you have these, you know, V-shaped curvatures up here, especially these curvatures that, you know, curve towards the right side, these are actually not very bullish curvature on the charts. Now these are on the small time frame, so, you know, Who cares? This is a 1 minute time frame, right? But it does tell us that there might come another move towards the, towards the side up here. You can see up here, it tried to climb up here towards upside. This Aptos. Chile is up here also doing the curvature up here. The question is gonna do this up move up here and then towards upside, or it's just gonna break the resistance over here, because right now it's found the resistance up here, so it needs to break the resistance to continue this move. Is it gonna have another flush down before it goes up? That kind of depends, but I still don't know what happened. I still don't know. I mean, fear and greed index is big. There are new news up here on the all news. There is top news. Is there any news? Hot news up here. Current list now. Top news. All news. Show all news. 46 minutes. Nothing. Let's go to. What kind of size do you? I use Twitter for my news. And what kind of Bitcoin dominance broken through? Yeah, dominance is broken. We just checked the dominance. Bitcoin is going sky high up here. You can see up here there was a triangle up here, went down, went through towards up above the moving average, consolidate and explode towards upside. I still believe that right now that we failed to have this altcoin season, because over here on the small time frames I was actually expecting maybe, just maybe, it's gonna fail to go back higher up here again, go down here, and we would have some kind of altcoin season maybe. I mean, that was some kind of the case, but right now it does look like this this weekly pattern up here wants to go towards upside. This is a weekly candle, so we only have 1 day and 19 hours left, so maybe it's gonna consolidate up here and go all the way up to the top up there. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'm still thinking that the 50 levels up here at the top, they might actually, you can see how we have been consolidated. We didn't just come here and go straight back down again, right? We came here and right now we're consolidating, we are waiting for the movement. This looks like it's gonna go all the way up there. I don't know. Dominance looks like it's gonna go to the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. You give or take. That doesn't mean bad. That doesn't mean. It just means that Bitcoin is gonna outperform altcoins, right? So if Bitcoin figure out, if Bitcoin goes towards the upside, it just means that Bitcoin is gonna go a lot faster than altcoins are gonna go, right? So over here, if Bitcoin goes towards the upside and if dominance, if Bitcoin goes towards the upside and altcoins doesn't go that fast towards the upside, Bitcoin dominance will still climb. So Bitcoin and altcoins can go both towards upside, and dominance can still climb. You gotta understand that, right? Dominance doesn't mean that dominance does not mean that altcoins are gonna die or anything like that. It could mean that, but there are different scenarios for when that can actually happen. That means that if Bitcoin is dropping, so this over here is altcoins dying. This is very actually good explanation on how altcoins are dying, guys. This is a very good explanation of how altcoins dying. So Bitcoin has been going towards downside. This is chart of Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes towards downside. Altcoins are doing this move up here. So these are altcoins. This is what Bitcoin is doing. This is what altcoins are doing, and this is what dominance is doing, right? This is dominance. So when Bitcoin is going down a little bit, altcoins are going down heavily. Bitcoin dominance goes towards the upside. So these two things you do not want to see. You do not want to see dominance going towards the upside while Bitcoin is going down, because that means that altcoins are dying. And right now altcoins are dying, but we are seeing overextend levels on a lot of charts, on a lot of coins, a lot of coins. Right now, again, a 15 to 20%. This fear is gonna stay down for a little while. I think we are right now, they managed to push the price down a big time towards downside over here, and right now I think over here that is actually nice. Look here, this curvature up here is actually on sand, is actually trying to do this move up here, breaking towards the upside. So maybe we are gonna get this move towards the upside on some coins up here. Yeah, maybe we're gonna get this move up on some coins up here. We're gonna see that I mean, it just might be that we see some kind of movement up here towards the upside up here right now. We're gonna see up here, these coins are doing this curvature up here on the bottom. But it was one minute chart, so it goes pretty fast. It goes pretty fast. So we're gonna see if the recovery actually happens, or do we get another one of these dumps towards the downside, because a lot of people are in massive fear right now. So if they wake up to see their portfolio down 20-30%, see it bleed down. So it went down 30%, it picks up, they wake up, it's down 10%, then it goes back down to 20% again. Then they're gonna really freak out, and maybe the selling is gonna start. BTC spike, that's why. BTC, Bitcoin is not moving based on Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is like saying RSI went up, that's why Bitcoin dropped down. You know, it's stupid thing to say. Bitcoin dominance is a reflection of what Bitcoin and altcoins are doing. Bitcoin doesn't go up and down because of the dominance. Dominance is a reflection of what Bitcoin and altcoins are doing, right? You cannot say that Bitcoin dominance spiked and that's why we dumped. I mean, it doesn't work that way. It gets way worse next week, Gary. If Binance is asked the people to move their withdrawals to ATH and withdraw, will that make ATH pump more and dump? I don't know what ATH is. Finally, here comes the spring. Yeah, this might be the spring, guys. This might be the spring. We don't know. We have a theory that you know, in July the big move starts, right? So we are expecting July until October be the big moves, big pumps. Not like these pumps, but you know, big pumps. So you know, we are not scared, you know. So this might be the spring that we need. The spring that we need. This is Shiba, you know, that doesn't matter. Whichever coin. Matic up here. Let's look at Matic up here for a little while. This might be the spring that we need, you know, to get up there, right? Hopefully it doesn't do this over here. Hopefully this is actually a spring up here towards the upside. Hopefully it's a spring, you know, and oftentimes springs come just before big moves, right? We like the springs, guys. We like the springs. Before any kind of big move, you will see some kind of spring down and then big move towards the upside. We like the springs because springs, you know, flush out the longs and then the price can actually, you know, have the free sky, clear clouds, you know, it can just go straight towards the moon, right? So we like that. Crypto's not going away. Of course it's not going away. You gotta ask yourself, guys, with all this FUD, Binance, FUD, Coinbase FUD, you know, all of this SEC, you know, lawsuits happening, they are delisting stuff. Is it gonna die? You've seen what happened in Cardano, guys. You've seen what happened in Cardano. Cardano has been bleeding. It's gonna be delisted. It's gonna be bad, you know, blah, blah, blah. Right. Where is Cardano? Let me show you Cardano up here on the chart a little bit up here. It's down 50% right now. It's been down for a while right now. Sitting down some kind of support. You gotta ask yourself, is Charles Hoskinson gonna stop developing Cardano because, you know, they delisted from one exchange? Is the development gonna stop? Is it gonna, you know, drop down to zero? Is it gonna die? And if the answer is no, that means that, you know, it's temporary dump. It's, you know, it's gonna go over. Max fear, you know, the people are experiencing max fear right now. You know, if you look at Cardano right now, people are experiencing max fear, right? It's been bleeding for a while over here, right? And then it's been bleeding more. And right now we're coming to this capitulation, you know, dump down here. I mean, what are people gonna think about this? It's down 50% right now. But, you know, from the start of the bleeding up here, it's down like something like 50, 60%. 50% maybe down here, give or take. 43% up here from these stops up here. I don't know when that was, you know, 4th of June, like, you know, a week ago, right? It's down like 50%. Now, people are in fear, people are in panic, people do not know what to think, right? But we are watching the charts, we understand the market sentiment, we understand how this goes. Oftentimes, you know, you know, fundamentals, you know, lawsuits and stuff like that can dump the market like they do right now. They can create fear and instigate fear in people, and they can also create bullish scenarios, right? Suddenly, you know, tomorrow, or, you know, in 1 week's time, or half, you know, 6 months time, you know, suddenly, you know, Cardano and Polygon, Matic and all of these other coins, oh, we are listing them back on Robin again, right? And again, they will be listed on Robin, and just like XRP got delisted, then listed again, right? You know, these things happen. These things happen. These are just market sentiments that go up and down. And unfortunately, it went down a little bit too heavily right now towards downside. So, you know, what we're gonna think about that? That's the question, right? And the way I see it right now, you know, a lot of these coins are hitting, you know, they are licking the bottoms. So, you know, the big question is, you know, how long down are we gonna stay? How long down are we gonna stay over here? Why do I have so many of these lines up here? How long down on the bottom are we gonna stay, right? And I like to look at on these weekly, you know, weekly charts over here, because on weekly charts you can see actually that you know how low you are actually at. So over here this looks like a 20%, but you know, if you know, and people don't notice the 20% move over here, right? So this move up here, it was like 70% move, but it happened over, you know, course of you know, 1 2 3 4 like 5 6 weeks. People don't notice these moves. What people do notice is one, you know, giant, you know, 22% move. So when you get, you know, when you're slow bleeding down 17% over 5 weeks, people don't notice. People are very, you know, cold towards that because the moves are so slow. So you're kind of cooking the frog, right? But at one point you get this very, very speedy drop, and then people are like, oh, if you take the frog and put in hot water, it will jump out, right? But if you just cook it slowly, it won't jump out because it doesn't understand it's being cooked, right? And that's something with this big fast drop. I mean, people are, you know, panicking right now, but you know, they didn't panic for less, you know, 5 weeks that it's been going down. So I don't know. All alts high risk now. Alts are always high risk. They're not just high risk now. Now they are low risk because they dumped like 50% and less in a week's time, or even more. If you look some altcoins, they are down by a whole bunch. I mean, from this top down here, from this top up here to the top down there, you know, Ape went down 64%, right? You cannot say that right now down here, you know, they are high risk. On the bottoms, they are high risk. No, right now they are low risk. Up here, this is the high risk coins, right? But altcoin generally are always high risk. This is just the way, you know, how stuff is. Where will next stop be for Bitcoin? Yeah, that's the good question. Where will next stop be for Bitcoin up here? Let me, you know, open my chart up here, and we are back at those bottom levels up here. The big question is, will we break this, you know, support line up here? So we are still betting on that either this up here, this 25.2 up here levels, or 24.2 up here, give or take. There is this 1000 between these two up here, these two levels. They're important levels. 25 is also important level. If you go to weekly time frame, there is also a line up here, right? Something like this. Let's go to daily time frame up here. It looks like, you know, you can see this red line up here on the weekly time frame. So he's gonna go down to, you know, 24k or something like that. He's gonna bounce over here. We don't know actually, but you know, it still haven't broken the, you know, major support level the way we see it, right? It is bleeding down, but you know, these major levels that can actually push the Bitcoin price down, they're not yet broken. Don't care what the SEC has to say. Buying ADA. Bridge cable, how you doing, man? Tila, you buying extras? I haven't actually bought nothing. I don't have money to buy, believe it or not. We get one more dump of around 25%. I think so. I placed orders around that. You think another 25% down? I don't know, man. I mean, it could happen. I mean, you could get, you know, another, you know, 100% dump towards, sorry, 25%, another 100% dump. Another 100% dump of what happened today. So there is that. Yeah, so I think it's max fear. I think, you know, people are super scared. It is weekend, and dumping on the weekend is never, you know, normal. So something shady is going on. I think they're trying to dump the price so people will be, you know, forced to sell on Monday. Maybe they're getting prepared. Maybe this dump that right now happened down to 20% down on a lot of coins, 20-30% on a lot of coins. Maybe it's gonna persist for a while. Down here, right? Maybe it's gonna persist for a while until Monday. And on Monday, you know, when people actually can, you know, start trading and stuff like that, right? I don't know how it works on Robinhood and stuff like that, but some big exchange. Maybe they will be forced to sell because they're down so much. But, you know, there have definitely been liquidations. There has definitely been a lot of, you know, getting out of the market kind of stuff happening. The big questions right now are we at the bottom or not? So we need to keep on following this. But selling has been going on for over a week. Ever since, you know, the Binance lawsuit has started, the selling has been going on. I think increased and it just exploded right now. I think there is still gonna come some kind of selling, but at one point, you know, people will stop selling because, you know, they'll be like, I'm already down like, you know, 90%. Why should I care? You know, at one point people come to that conclusion and they don't care. So there is that. Anyways, guys, we hit 100 viewers right now. Hit the like button if you like the show so far. And we're gonna end it with that. You know, there are other, right now, you know, we did the show very early. There are other shows on YouTube that are gonna start out, you know, Crypto Banter, Ivan on Tech, you know, The Moon. All of these other guys are gonna wake up and, you know, look at the price and be like, and they're gonna start doing, you know, these live streams. So, you know, you can go watch those guys. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like button on the way out. I'll see you, you know, same time, same place tomorrow. Maybe even later today if something important happens. If nothing important happens, I will will be on Telegram. I am already on Telegram, so you know, but you know, people are still not awake. Finally, the bottom is making. See, I'm just drawing, but you know, nobody is awake. Nobody is awake. Where are you going, Tila? I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I quit smoking like 2 days ago, so I haven't been doing any videos and stuff like that. I've been very grumpy, and you know, I'm trying to, you know, make through day 3. And I've been eating. I tried also fasting it for 24 hours. I made 22 hours and I could not hold it out anymore. So after 22 hours of just drinking water, I was like, you know, F this, man, I need my steak. So I ate something. I also ate a little bit chocolate, stuff like that, right? So I'm doing stupid stuff. And I also shared my beer, so sorry about the dump. Well on skipping, well done on quitting, keep going. Yeah, there we go. But I will be around. If something more special happens than a 30% dumps, I don't know what's that gonna be. But if something more special happens than a 30% dump, I will do live stream again, an emergency live stream again. But I don't know what more exciting than a 30% dump on altcoins can you know, can happen. Maybe if you get a 30% pump, will be, you know, emergency live stream done. But you know, we need to wait to see, you know, whether that happens or not. But I'll definitely be in the chat on Twitter, and you know, yeah, I'll chat with you there, guys. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Should we have some kind of, you know, some kind of ending music? Nah, we just gonna end it. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Hit the like button on the way out. Bye bye.